There's a bird. Mike is finally joining me and Frank at the sheds. Oh, shut up, said Mike. I always put on passengers again. Mr. Wise thought it was funny to put me on passengers when I prefer girls. Okay, stop complaining, said Bert. Were you recapping the Victor Tansic episode good? Why are you complaining? Stop complaining about the passengers. They're cold water. Now shut up. Nah. Fine. Yes, I am Mike. Sorry. And welcome back to this recap series? Yes, said Bert. It's a recap series. We're recapping the episode we watched last month. Last month? Oh. Oh, then. Ow. Right. Sorry, folks. I'm in a bit of a grumpy mood. But, as Bert said, we are recapping the Victor Tansic episode goods. So, Bert, why don't you start this off so I can cool my hot temper down a bit? Why, thank you very much, said Bert. I apologize, viewers. Bert always gets like this when he's putting on Mike always gets like this when he's putting on passengers. So anyway, the episode starts off with Edward explaining the goods is the byline the very railway. And very different most of its revenue. Hence why Henry was the primary reason the Northeastern so he'd afloat, and after Meadow going to uses mishap with the express. Suddenly damaged the public severely damaging the blockade image with passengers, and what also explains how Henry came to Soda and became the Northeastern's heavy goods engine. The Marines often had to double or triple head their larger trains due to the lack of such a figure in their fleet. The closest being John Douglas. They were friendly minis apart from Douglas's and James's rivalry, and they were even civil with Henry, but only sometimes. So more often than not, during this time, they were versatile as going original. So one night, Henry returns from a late-night goods run. The battle and spots down Douglas struggling with a long goods train on their own. Henry and cheekily offers help him, but the twins irritatingly decline and send Henry on his merry way. Douglas then reassures Donald that Mrs. Todd's new recruit, who was so late into that week, would knock Henry down the peg. So a few mornings later, Thomas and Toby are looking to work effort by a bell and not real engine pulling a long heavy goods train. So Mr. Starr would have told him that new recruit in advance. Toby then collects when they guesses that it's a new engine for the minis, and turns out to be a Mustang or ADF neat feature. Alright, Mike, have you cooled down enough now to tackle the rest of this by yourself? I can give it a shot. Okay. If you need help, buddy, I'm right here. Thanks. So, where do we leave off? Oh. Okay. Got it. So, the other miss had been trained at from crew workshop since Lucas engine that year. One invaluable arrived on soda, and Free's impact on the soda goods industry was profound due to his strength and ability to pull massive trades on his own. Henry worked hard to compete with Peter, but Northeasters began losing goods contracts to the Minis. Despite being the reason the gold industry was turned towards the Mini Sailor, Peter would prove himself very friendly engine to Edward. Still, that day, Edward's usual polite demeanor takes a downturn, and it turned out he had taken on some bad water, or was clogging up his pipes. So as a sickness-speaking parent, Edward's commuter service turned into a struggle to get to his station. When he stops arrested Wells Rift, no one knew how to climb the plus-3 climb, now known as Gordon's Hill. The driver tries to convince the old engine to give up out of fear for damaging the reputation even for Edward believes that giving up would do just that. So Peter, he overhears Mr. Staines from the yard and introduces himself, and explains to Peter that he needs to get his passengers to Govern's Gate, which cut off his way. Since that is on his way to battle, Peter offers to pull Edward along on his own goods train. A spectacle. Edward says go along with it, and surprised by Peter's kindness. So Peter backs down onto Edward. With his train and stretches bolt pulling Edward and his soldiers along the empty trucks. The two engines get to the road, making it up and over Golden Hill and all the way to Crum's Gate. So this feat was managed by Connor and Skylar at different points. But Skylar is happy that was being the minis is considerably improved and great. That with so many of you sharing the same tracks. But time you learn to get it done. Colin is surprised to see Peter up and out the competition. Vito's done also not pleased about this when Peter turns to Brendan the next day. Peter points out that Colin once helped out a Nor'easter. He still protests that there's a big difference between when an engine gets blown up and when a museum piece like Edward to rest in place. Although Peter does see the logic in not helping someone just for being old. Just in Mrs. Zorro comes up with congratulations for Peter and news of the article about his office in the Solar Tribute, which was written by a reporter who never was trained. He insists he only did it because it was right, not for publicity. Mrs. Zorro presses upon him to maintain enthusiasm about it. He still wasn't happy about being proved wrong. Never doesn't like the name the reporter used to refer him to. Oh, Diane. While the article disclosed the return of some passengers, they were impressed by Edward's determination. It benefits the minis the most that it was widely excited. He was saying, Nor'easters don't want regularity or goods contracts continue. Those and almost all of them to the minis. So one night after being reduced to quarry. During coal mine in the depot, no Easters except one discussed their hardships in his said that night and night. Jameson made strange about the soda tribute. The Woodlace incident. He also points out that other than can match previous strength will work harder than they already are. Henry is running stop dragging. In vain to stop Peter from taking away his trains. Startle, then rest, and informs them that he and Race run out of and Eric to join them tomorrow. He has been told to report to the full Lower Cafford, where Mr. Startle tells his engine how proud he is of them. So the next day, Thomas and James are on the oil depot deliveries. Thomas remarks that this delivery of petrol is the biggest they have filled yet. James mentions it could be because of the increasing number of cars and noise on the road. And it makes him nervous about the future of trains. Reverend then runs up to James and tells him Miss Starney's are condemned right away, because Percy's late to take his goods train. Thomas is up to head and the petrol on his own, for he hears an unfamiliar whistle and Eric the new engine puffs in. Thomas is surprised at Eric's appearance because Mrs. Dart inside. Eric will be a take engine. Eric decides to double head all the petrol at once, and Thomas defends so he can lead him right to Gafford. No sooner do the two tank engines set off. Now Thomas is amazed by every strength. Just like everyone was amazed by Peters. The duel lies a record time at Gafford Harbour with Toby's reign. Toby is also surprised at Everett's appearance and remarks that Eric has made a very good first impression. Soon the rest of enough Easters meet and befriend Eric, especially Henry, who is still working alongside a dedicated goods engine. With the two of them working together, the noise is slowly. He claims them and the lost clients, and even make new ones. Everett then closes out the stories and saying that Eric will especially proved to be a real asset in the Farquhar branch. But that is the story for another day. And again, I apologize. Like Bert said, I get grumpy every time I take passengers. So but also, for some trivia facts, this episode was made in 1935. This episode was remade due to the first version being a fast narration. The second version is up on the YouTube channel as well, along with the original. So, thank you all for watching. We'll be back soon with another engine reactions. Goodbye.